Hello guys, my name is Space Tiger, and today I'm going to do my first pick a card reading. Now I've done this type of videos before on my Instagram, and I will put the link in the description box below. So basically this is a November general space oracle message for you guys, and we have 3 piles. Here's my trustworthy Space Tiger, and he will be leading me to explore and try to find your messages from the universe. So what I wanted to say is keep in mind that this is a general reading. Take this message as something that you can apply to maybe improve your situations, or as like a little sign on a path that you might take in your life, or just take what resonates. Maybe the whole thing will resonate, maybe some bits and pieces will resonate, but I just wanted to make this kind of a fun thing for you guys and for me also. And let's go. So I didn't see the cards, so I shuffled the cards, I cleansed the cards, but I didn't look what's here, so I'm going to be pretty much surprised just as you guys are. So you can choose from pile number 1, which is Carnelian. Carnelian is a beautiful stone, orange colored vibrant stone. We have Botswana Agate. This stone is layered and invokes peace, and we have the Fool's Gold, or in my language you say Pyrite, so Pyrite. Keep in mind, guys, I'm not a native speaker, so my English will be a little bit crooked, and sometimes I will probably mispronounce or use a kind of a different word to explain or express something. So have patience with me. I'm learning, and yeah, this is one of the process where I can learn the language and also learn something about energies and about the cards. So without further ado, let's go to the pile number 1. So I'm going to put these 2 here, and the center stage will be pile number 1 for you guys who chose Carnelian stone. So let's flip them and see what you got. I'm not going to do reversals. Okay, so here are your messages. Okay, so we got all 4 cards are oracle cards, and we have the universe messages on prosperity and the universe messages on love. Also, we have Akashic records, and oh, I forgot the name of these. So work your light oracle cards. And on the first glance is what I see, that you're on a journey. So here I have the initiation card, and this card represents you traveling from like a distance, and you're currently in a place that is not so pleasant, at least because we have like thunders and but there's this light and there is this tunnel where you have to pass. So this is really like a sacred journey of a soul, or sacred journey of the emotions, and you're going somewhere where you can be in your fullest and in your being whole. So this is like this unpleasant maybe unpleasant time in your life, but this is something that will kind of really, it will affect your relationship with your higher self. You will finally be able to acknowledge it, that that this is it, and it may be there may be suffering and dark days, but you're traveling to somewhere sacred. So this is something that really caught my eye, and let's see what the other cards say. So the second one that caught my eye is this: be true to yourself. And here, sorry for the reflection, here we have the moon. So this kind of goes hand in hand with this card here, because you know there's like this really vague light that you can follow, and you know, this is like the stars and the moon are the only thing that can like kind of guide you to where you need to go. The third card is Uriel and the Sphinx. And also we have, here is the moon and the number 21, which is number 3. And number 3 is a really great number, because in traditional tarot cards, number 3 means that, you know, something new is coming into your life and it's making you change. It's kind of challenging your stability, you know, and it's kind of moving you into the direction of number 4, which is kind of a stability. So this is like that feminine energy, you know, kind of giving you that little push, you know, into a new direction. Like, let's build something, you know, let's heal ourselves. And this is also number 3 in the traditional tarot, is under the Empress, which is a symbol for, you know, giving birth to new ideas or giving birth to a new self. It's also kind of like this, how should I say it, like this snake concept where you're shedding, you know, your old skin and you're feeling kind of vulnerable inside, but you know, it's important for you to grow. And here we have the universe message, and it says so much more awaits you. There'll come a day when you look back at where you've been and where you now are, and call these your warm-up years. More love, more fun, more friends, more laughter, more thoughts, more things, more. Lots more. You're so cute, the universe. I love these cards. So I'm gonna show you guys so you can read it. I hope you guys see it. Let me try to zoom that in. Oh, sorry. Something happening. Okay, so also this card has a backside, and this backside says, you may not ever understand what's going on in their life, but you can always figure out what's going on in yours. So after we went together through these cards, the message that I'm getting here is that this journey is really important for you. And this journey is telling you that no matter how unpleasant this whole thing is, you know, like there's like this Sphinx, which means like riddles, and like you have to really figure things out as you're moving along, which is sometimes also a little bit unpleasant, because you know you're moving but you're not sure where you are moving, and it's sometimes it's really, you know, it's really scary, and it's really it doesn't feel good. You're scared. Maybe it's dark, it's unknown, there's this element of moon, of like illusions, and you're not sure where you're going. But the universe wants you to know that it got you, you know, the universe got you, you know. The universe is, you know, holding you basically while you're doing, so you're like fully supported in your journey. And you know, keep your eyes on the journey, you know, step by step, you know, let your eyes focus on every step that you take, you know, keep your eyes on the prize. Maybe there's like this saying, and I hope I will say it good. It's called per aspera d'astra on Latin, and it means through the thorns to the stars. And so basically this is it. And, you know, you have to go through you know, dark forests. You have to go through the, you know, the well-known dark night of the soul, but you're going somewhere sacred. And you know, basically you're kind of awakening this new specter of your life. Maybe you're awakening in the specter of love and relationships. You know, maybe you don't know what's going on with the person that you like. You know, maybe it's unknown, but it's calling you to just keep on going, you know, keep on going gently, you know, and you're supported. I mean, here we have the angel Uriel, and you know, this is like really, really, you know, divine guidance. So you're being held. You don't see it, but you can feel it. It's in such a subtle level. And maybe you're dreaming of certain things, you know. Maybe you don't know what's going on in the field of your career, but you know, you're going somewhere. And you know, there are these little signs, you know, this little like kind of light, you know, light times or light signs that are showing you that you're on the right path. And you know, since you got this card here, it says that, you know, after you finish your journey, you'll know that these were just your, you know, this was your warm up, you know. This was something to break your fear. This is something to break your paradigms. This is something that will shift you, the way you're perceiving things, the way that you believe things, the way you see things. So, you know, don't be afraid. And if you need, you know, try to find the assistance in either your spiritual work like meditation, or you know, maybe, you know, you can find a friend, or maybe you want to, you know, you want to offer a prayer to the divine, to your divine self, or you know, to God, to spirit, whatever you find comfortable. You know, maybe you can offer a prayer and ask for, you know, for the guidance in this time. But whatever you do, don't be afraid, because this is a rite of passage and you're going somewhere sacred. And also the fact that you choose Carnelian, which is like this friend stone. So this is a stone of friendship and of being divinely guided, and it's so warm. It reminds us of the sun. So whatever you do, you know, keep in mind that the dark and the night will always pass, and there is like this new sun coming and rising again, you know, bringing the new day, bringing the new life, and bringing you joy. So guys, this is all I have on the pile number 1. This is really, it is kind of scary, but you know, it has like a purpose and a meaning, and I really love this pile. So I hope you like it too, and that it resonates. So moving on to the pile number 2. Okay, let's put this here. Okay, so the centerpiece goes to Botswana Agate. Okay. Okay. So the first thing that, you know, gets my attention is this card here, which says give yourself much more credit. And also, you know, it's paired with this card here that says don't dim to fit in. So, and it says underneath, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Okay, so at the first glance, this card are telling me that there is this situation in your life that you find very important, but you think that you don't deserve it, and that you're not enough in this situation. Now, it could be like either a love situation, or it could be a work situation. Like, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're not looking at yourself in the way that you should look at yourself, you know, like in the full, you know, like your full and holy, you know, how should I say, like in your fullness. You're not observing yourself. So there's like a lot of things that you perceive as that you're kind of lacking something, or that you should do better, or that you should maybe do less. like maybe you're, you know, this like over the top person that likes to laugh a lot, or you want to go all out, and like you're this joyous thing, your joyous being that's really radiant, and the situation you are in is kind of not inviting, you know, and maybe, you know, people are pushing you away, or maybe you're sabotaging yourself in order not to get hurt. And what the cards are telling me, that you shouldn't be so, you know, so kind of how should I put it, like there's no need to be less brighter than you are. There's like no need to be smaller than you are, you know, because you're this beautiful creature, you know, you're so unique, and you're beautiful, and you're radiant, or maybe you're kind of shy, or maybe you're gentle, or maybe you're strong and independent, but there is like no reason not to live your own truth, because at the end of the time, at the end of the day, you know, your truth and being in yourself whole is what's important. So here we have this, you know, so these are the messages from universe on prosperity, and this card says, the best thing about every financial meltdown, global or otherwise, is learning that whatever was lost can be recreated, exceeded, and made better than it was before. Hold on loosely, the universe. So let me just turn, maybe we'll see. Sorry, there's like so much candles and light here, and this card already looks like your bright little self. I hope you guys see it. Okay, and here at the end we have the Akashic cards, and it says Six of Forces. This is Six of Forces, the waterfall. So as we went through all of these cards, also here's the back message. A stranger than strange, preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationship. Oh, see, wow. Even though I use preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Now, English speakers will probably know what all of these words mean, but it's basically what we said in the front, to give yourself much more credit. So when I look at all of these cards, what I see is that there's a lack of this kind of self-worth and the way you are perceiving yourself in this situation you're in. So, you know, the message that I'm getting, the strong message is, don't be afraid to make a mistake. Maybe, you know, you won't make a mistake if you make a move, you know, because there's like in the nature, there's nothing wrong, you know, like, you know, sometimes you have to fall and then you will land just where you have to land, you know. Maybe, you know, this is like this is your path, you know. This is like you're being, you know, in your true self, like water, for instance. So water is water, and it has to go somewhere, and it adapts to a situation. So don't be afraid to adapt to a situation. If there's like no more land, the water will fall, you know, and it will be, you know, back on another, you know, level of the land. So, you know, be fluid. Be fluid. Don't dim your light. Don't, you know, because, you know, just kind of use the situation to, you know, be flexible in that situation, and don't be afraid to kind of travel forward, you know, and adapt. So this whole reading is about adapting to a situation. Don't be afraid to, you know, be in your true self and just, you know, use your talents, use your gifts to adapt. You know, maybe there's like a lot more than you can offer than you think that you can offer. And I think this is really an important message, you know, because when we try to fit, you know, and we try to be something different that we're not, that is the time, and that's the point when you make a mistake, because it's not your true nature. But if you stay in your true nature, and if you're not trying to fit, you know, every mold that's there, you know, that's when you can shine truly. And you have to give yourself, you know, much more credit, because you are equipped with unique gifts that you possess. Maybe it's communication, maybe it's the way that you convey your feelings to others. Maybe you know, you're fast, you're adaptable, you're you know, you're cute, you're funny, whatever resonates with you. But you know, don't be afraid to use your gifts. These are your gifts, and don't give up on a situation just because you're not getting a feedback. You know, there's no need for feedback. Water doesn't need a feedback, you know. Oh, you had a good landing. It just flows, you know. It adapts to the landscape of the situation it's in, you know. So be adaptable, be true to your nature. Don't try to fit in, because it's when it's forced, it's not natural, and people don't find that attractive at all. But if you're living your truth, if you're living from the heart center, and you're adapting in the situation, and you're using your gifts, then you can truly shine. Also, by choosing this Botswana Agate stone, this is stone that brings, you know, calm and clarity, and it's layered and layered and layered, and every single layer is beautiful, just as you are. Every single layer is important, you know, in building something, and you know, it doesn't care that it has all these, you know, bits and pieces and layers, because it's perfect just the way it is, just like you are. So guys, this was pile number 2. I hope it resonates. This is a really beautiful message. I really love this one. Yeah, it's really empowering and strong. Okay, so let's put that here, and we're going to our third pile, which is the glittery fool's gold, or Pyrite. Pyrite. I don't know how you pronounce that in English, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see our cards. I already see this is going to be interesting. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the first thing that, you know, gets it's caught my eye is 2 of Scrolls and the title 2 Worlds, and also the card Lemuria that says creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Okay, so here I'm seeing not, you know, a situation that is not kind of, let's say, mundane. So it doesn't talk about financial worries or love worries. This is like a really a self and a light work that you're being called to do. This card here says start where you are. So start where you are. And in the back it says, the great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love is that you can start with anyone. Let me show it to you. Also, the first card that we got, the Messages from Universe on Prosperity, says, like waves eternally lapping at the shore, the universe is eternally knocking at your door with abundance and riches beyond anything you can now imagine. If only you knew the universe. I hope you guys can see it. So, like, all of these cards are talking about something that is, in this present moment, is pretty abstract. And you're feeling and you're sensing a calling, like a true calling from the inside to do something very energetically big. Now, I don't know if this is maybe a change in your life where you're being called to be a light worker, But it certainly talks about kind of, you know, um, joining the heaven and the earth together at one place. So this is this, point where, where everything will be kind of connected. I'm using this because I'm trying to kind of show you that, like, if you have like two things and you just kind of merge them together and they stay in their, in their true nature, like we have the heaven and the earth, we have like universe, calling you to, and you're in this really good place. And because the stone is called the fool's gold, which reminds me of the fool card in the tarot cards, this calls for you to have faith and to take that leap of faith, because you're really guided. There must be like a lot of synchronicities, or maybe you're hearing things, but this is definitely talking about you, that you are finally arrived at the place where that you finally arrived at the place that's, like a start of your true life calling. Maybe you're going into school for a healer, or like a nurse or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going to be a yoga teacher, a baker, a filmmaker, whatever. But this is like your true calling, and it's this has been a process for you to kind of accept that, and acknowledge that this there's like no way of escaping this, because you're already doing it. And you're constantly getting in the situations where people will either talk about something that you know that's your true calling, or they need help in that area and you can help them, although that is not your job. Or maybe this is like you know like really a light worker. This is like your calling to be a light worker in this lifetime. And I'm not sure how to put this into word, except that you are called by the universe to step forward and to lead, but not from the place of ego. You have to lead from the place of faith, of heart. Maybe you've been in dark times in your life, and you have like this knowledge on how to help people. But this is really giving me like a feeling that you're being called. There's like this knock, that you have to create heaven on earth, and that it's already happening, and that where your like place is and what you have to do. But you were kind of shy a little bit, or you didn't have a faith in your gifts. So yeah, it's really hard to explain it. But you will know if you pick pile number 3. You will know that you already received the call, or you will receive the call either through the realm of spirit, or the realm of dreams, or whatever. But you will know it. You will know it. So yeah, this is all I have to say. Start where you are, and the universe is knocking. The universe is knocking, and please respond, because you have like this really great mission. Maybe you will meet your soulmate, maybe you will meet your twin flame, but whatever you do, work on yourself. Maybe you will finally go in the direction of something that you wanted to do for a long time, and the universe is telling you the timing is right. The timing is right. I'm knocking at your door. Please open. Let's merge these two worlds. Let's spread everything. Let's grow. Let's create heaven on earth, because you have the tools for it, and you will find the others, other light workers that will help you, to build this, this land. Let's call it a land. But go into, maybe you'll be, you know, engaged in politics, or maybe, you know, you want to be a nutritionist, or maybe, you know, you want to be a teacher or a life coach or whatever, but you know, you will help people to heal. So whatever your calling is, please respond, because we need a lot of healers and a lot of light workers. So yeah, this is all I have to say about it. Really interesting cards, interesting feeling that I got here. I hope you guys like it. This was my first pick a card reading. I don't have a good lighting because, you know, it's already dark and I have all those candles and, you know, everything is like romantic with my crooked English. But I hope you guys liked it. And once again, my name is Space Tiger. You can find a link to my Instagram below. And as soon as I have some more information, I will share it with you guys. Thank you so much and talk to you soon. Bye.